chest. Make me believe you know the best. So on the bridge I stand, about to end the fight, but then I stop and thought I'll fight it one more night. So in your fire I burn, I'm blinded by the light. I may never return, but I'll fight it one more night, fight it one more night. Oh, just fight it one more night. I can't get rid of her, darling. She always finds a way to sneak back in. I can't get rid of her. I'm just a prisoner like the wind. Oh, she got my heart right on my chest, making me believe she knows the best. So on the bridge I stand, about to end the fight, but then I stop and thought I'll fight it one more night. So in your fire I burn, I'm blinded by the light. I may never return, but I'll fight it one more night, fight it one more night. Oh, just fight it one more Just fight it one more night. Oh. Give me something good. I get wasted on the thought of you. Head is spinning, I can't move. Smoky eyes in a groove. No, I can't get you out of my mind. You're still with me all the time. Oh, how long will I have to wait? How long have we been too late? Now I wish that we never met, so that I don't have to try to forget you. Drifting away, I am drifting away. Wasted youth, wasted love. Yeah. Was filled with potential, but I wasted. I am wasted on the thought of you. Don't know how to cut me loose. Cut me loose. I can't.
G'day legends, welcome back to our world adventure here in Microsoft Flight Simulator and the little plane that could here with the DA40. Slightly different stream time. Gotta make it all fit in now with the fact that I am, once again, an employee person. So yeah, that's... I can quite confidently say over the next probably week or so as well, maybe another almost fortnight, probably going to be a bit of spontaneous last-minute streaming occurring at very different times, like what's occurring right now, you know, 12 hours different to what it would usually be. But that's all part of the fun. I just keep you guys guessing, and that's not really my aim, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But we are here. We do have a working sim. I have no clue what the hell happened last night when I came home and tried to stream, but no matter what I did, restarting the computer, nothing worked. Turned the computer on this morning, double-click flight sim, came straight up, not a problem, no questions asked. So, my guess is as good as yours. But I know we were originally going to go to Belo Horizonte. That would have been 5 hours of streaming and flying. And usually that would be fine. Except I need to do some filming for the other cooking channel this morning / afternoon before I go and do some more tapas tonight. So I was just like, well, might need to just shorten that a little bit. Plus, you know, the fact that some of you, it's already after midnight. The last thing I really want to be doing to you is, you know, having you awake until 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm streaming for 5 hours. So, yeah, anyway, enough explanation about the situation. Let's... Sean Dale, good evening / good morning probably now to you, good sir. Hope you are doing well. I did notice that you had to restart your computer and you started asking for encryption details. I hope you've sorted that all out. Mr. Vruden the Great, the helicopter man. I wish I could now just, every time I say helicopter, cue, you know, like the map. Ooh. Ideas. I'll just shut my mouth before I give away anything there, but coming up with ideas. So, at the moment, you two are the only ones who've typed anything in the chat, so g'day, legends, welcome to the stream. I know there's obviously more of you because there's 7 people watching, so there you go. But, today's flight is Salvador to Caravelas, which is along Brazil's Abrolhos coast, which is a bird that's in Brazil. Basically, resides more popular. You know what I'm saying? It's there's more of them on this part of the coast than there is on other parts of the coast of Brazil. Is what I'm trying to get out, but the brain is not linked to the mouth via SSD. It's obviously still old 5,400 RPM hard drive. It's still trying to spin the information up. But let's start this DA40, and maybe if I stop talking, my brain will remember how to function. I mean, it's a big call, because I don't think my brain remembers how to function at the best of times. So we want to probably stay below those clouds. So I reckon those clouds are at about 5,000 or 6,000. So I'm just gonna go 3,500 and review once we get up that part. That's cool, calling pigeon. I fully understand, mate. Like, as I was just saying to you, I don't know whether you were here or not, but I was saying to the other boys that the next week or so is going to be very all over the place with stream times until I get a idea of a continuous roster now that I'm back to working. So There will be streams at this time. There will be streams at ridiculous times for me as well, like 1 o'clock in the morning, etc. Like what is occurring currently for you guys over in the UK. If you can't join, I fully understand. Good morning, Kangaroo, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Hope everyone's enjoying their Saturday/Friday, whatever day of the week you are currently on, depending on where you're from around the world. But yeah, hopefully you are enjoying your first day of the weekend or last day of the working week. So runway that way, wind coming down it. So come on, VFR map. Come up. There we go. Load, load, load. This VFR map takes a long time to load. Alright, so I can't even read what that runway is. But that's where we're going to take off from. So I'm just going to basically taxi out behind me and go. Hey, GC Bounds, mate. Welcome to the stream, you absolute legend. I hope you are doing well. Hope work and school and life in general is treating you kindly. Sean sees nobody. I see you though, Sean. Just the best thing you can probably do, Sean, is jump off the West USA server and then jump straight back onto the West USA server, and we should all show up for you, mate. You have officially started 9th grade. Oh wow, you are a young one. I mean, I knew you were young, GC Bounds, but I didn't quite realise you were that young, mate. Well, congrats. Jeez, you've started work early then, mate. That's awesome. A real future millionaire here, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. GC Bounds. He's got an extremely strong work ethic for such a young gentleman. So, GC Bounds, when you make it rich in your 30s, remember us, poor people. In the car to Boston to drop your sister off at college. There you go. That's awesome. Alright. Sean, can you now see us, mate? We'll wait for Sean to say that he's able to see us, and then we'll slowly start to make our way out to the runway. I'm assuming that there's a couple more of you who are probably trying to jump in with us. So I don't want to obviously be too fast, because that would be, you know, you never want to come too fast. Sorry, GC Bounds, that was very inappropriate. Alright, let's take that parking brake off and start rolling her towards the runway. Anyone getting up to anything awesome this weekend? I mean, tomorrow we are doing a bao buns special at the tapas place that I'm working. So we're doing like 7 different bao buns with your pulled lamb and sticky mushrooms and fried chicken, and so that's going to be something different. It's something simple but creative. It's my kind of commercial cooking, because you're not continuously getting completely screwed because it's all relatively simple, well presented. So that'll be that's the highlight of my weekend, which I guess is slightly sad when you think about it. But yeah, so if anyone else is getting up to anything different or interesting or fun or anything they want to share with us that they're getting up to over the weekend, anything that's happened to them throughout the week. So, I must ask the Questioni, anybody else hanging around in the chat that is coming out to join us right now? Do you want us to take off? I just don't want to leave people behind, that's all. I know Calling Pigeon is probably still chatting to the missus to see if he can win. Washing and chores, Sean. What can you do, mate? It's all part of this bullshit situation called adult life. Maybe some simming? What? You gonna play some flight sim? Damn, I wish I was playing some flight sim. I could have sworn I saw Bruden's helicopter on the ground before, but it seems to have disappeared. Alright, well, it appears that we should be safe to take off here, legends. And obviously we can have people join in along the way. I'm pretty sure my different stream time will have thrown a few people off, so... Yes. Yeah, Bruden was here and his helicopter was here. So I'm not sure what's occurred there, but that's alright, that's all good. Alright, pop it on the center line and go. There's a decent headwind here, so you might get a little bit of annoyance. So, I mean, I don't think Flight Sim will depict it, but obviously keep your eye out for any Abrolhos birds along this coast. But yeah, I don't think you're going to see anything within the sim without some sort of scenery add-on, unfortunately. So we're flying out here over the beach and out over the water. We'll be making a complete 360, coming back in around on ourselves, and then following the coast down to Caravelas. Should be a pretty scenery heavy flight with any luck. Hey, there's a view. Coming over the top of Kangaroo as he climbs out here of Salvador. That's cool. And off of my left wing, I have the legend himself, Shaundale. Get a fantastic view of the city of Salvador and the surrounding suburbs as we bank hard back to the coast of Brazil here. That water just looks absolutely fantastic. There we go. We seem... You can see down there appears to be tennis courts and soccer fields just there, near a small piece of water. That's always quite cool to see those sorts of things. So I'm going to fly back over the airport here at over 2,000 feet. Quite a nice suburban area surrounding the airport here. I'm just trying to remember where the actual city of Salvador is. I think it's a little bit closer to the coastline further up here, because there doesn't seem to be that many city-based buildings. Okay, now what is my aircraft doing? Okay, cool, it's doing the right thing, all good. I'm always concerned with the flight plans when they're nearby the airport within this sim, because too many times it's done weird things. It's a very small paved runway, that second one there, for a international airport of that size. It's also quite funny, the ground textures along here that appear to be snow. I'm assuming they are sand, but yeah. So we're basically going to make a beeline across the water here now, so across to BIVOV. Then we're going to go to EDSAS, and at EDSAS we're going to cross back over the land Then we're going to go to RAIRA, GETPO, CARAM, and then finally into Caravelas. So a little bit of crossing the big blue lake that is known as the ocean. But that just means we get to enjoy the sun reflecting off the aircraft and the water below us in this beautiful Brazilian weather. It's completely lacking hair, this weather is. It's a very nice Brazilian job they've done. Which ocean? A wet one. A wet and salty one. But no, to actually genuinely answer that question, Sean, I will have a look. The Southern Atlantic, South Atlantic, whatever you want to call it. But the clouds over there in the distance seem to be very, very different to the ones over here. I don't know if it's maybe the light or the way the sunlight's penetrating through, but it looks like there's a storm out there in the distance. We could use this as a life lesson. What life lesson is that? That the ocean is wet, or what to do if we run out of engine power when over the water? What's the life lesson that we're going to be exploring today? God, you can tell I've only been awake for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Not that I was about to say because I'm yawning, and then sort of realised halfway through that sentence that I'm always fucking yawning on these streams. Whether it's at 9 AM, 9 PM, midnight, middle of the day. Oh, I see what you mean, Sean. I mean, I absolutely could. The only problem with that is the only things I know is that there is, in real life, there's a lot of Abrolhos birds. That this is the South Atlantic Ocean, and that our destination. Hang on. There was something about our destination. Yeah, it's a flourishing whale fishery, or it was a flourishing whale fishery. I'm not sure that much goes on there these days. Yeah, so Caravelas is the nearest town to the uninhabited Abrolhos archipelago. It has a 249,000 acre sustainable use conservation area that protects mangroves, river and sea where the shellfish are harvested. Yeah. So it's just off of the coast as we come into our destination. That's about all the information really that is online about this part of the world. It appears that there is rain clouds hanging out over here over the water, and we're just sort of happening to miss it. I must say, looking at my stream from a different perspective, the quality that Streamlabs is putting out is not fantastic, really. Quite disappointing, actually. Wonder what the internet speeds are in this area. I mean, it's a really good question, Sean. I'm going to Google that. There's really not much online about the internet speeds. So the city that we just departed from, Salvador, the average download speed is 35 megabits per second, which is actually higher internet speeds than Australia, or where I'm from in Australia. So there you go. That's always annoying. Stuck at 480p. Let me just have a look at that. Just trying something here in Streamlabs to sort that out, possibly. I don't know if that will have done anything much to it. See, I don't actually have internet that can do 1080p. The highest I can do is 720, so... annoying. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I'm just playing with a few things, Sean, to try and improve. Because I'm not impressed by it. Not impressed at all. Because I mean, on my Streamlabs it's beautifully sharp and crisp and clear, and then I look at the YouTube and it's just not great. Final Airport SBCV does not show up in Navigraph charts. Interesting. Very interesting. Speaking of which, that reminds me of something that I haven't actually opened up yet that I should have opened up. It's doesn't show up in Navigraph charts. That's I mean, because I used Little Navmap to figure this out, which I'm pretty sure that utilizes Navigraph. So I'm not sure what the go is there, Kangaroo. Not sure at all. Oh, no. Wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, so if I do... that, then the... Have both and never give same routes or nav aids. Oh, okay, fair enough. That's cool. Fair enough. So I changed a few things within my Streamlabs to do with quality and stuff, and it doesn't seem to have made any difference whatsoever. So that's fantastic. It's not actually fantastic. It's quite frustrating. Also, my hair is... may as well call me bloody Beetlejuice at this stage. I really need to get myself a haircut, but I can't because we're in lockdown. Alright, I think I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. I shall return soon. No, Kangaroo. The final airport is Caravelas, which is the SBCV that you were saying wasn't showing up in Navigraph. The flight plan is available in the Discord, mate. It's very weird that it's not showing up because it's, you know, it's definitely an airport. Hey, Black Evo, g'day from LA. G'day to you, mate. I hope LA and the flying has been treating you well. We're streaming at an abnormal time. So it's just myself, Kangaroo, and Sean Dale that's flying along. But that's cool. It's a nice small group. The scenery's turning to shit very quickly. Which is annoying. Anderson X, g'day. I'm going to have to translate that to get some idea. Sorry, mate. Good day to you too, Anderson. Good day to you as well. Hope you are doing okay. Must be a bush airport. I mean, possibly Navigraph considers it to be a bush airport, Kangaroo, but I don't think it's a... I'm pretty sure it's a sealed strip. I could be wrong. I kind of had to make some quick decisions when I realised that Belo Horizonte was going to be 5 hours of flying almost. Oh, yeah, you know. That would have been a long journey. So, but I think, anyway. As long as you can make it to the airport with us, mate. Rio de Janeiro is a couple of streams away, I think, because the next flight we're going to do is Caravelas to Belo Horizonte. And then I believe after that, the next flight is Belo Horizonte to Rio de Janeiro to Sao Paulo. Works for you, Black Evo. You just woke up. Be flying in real life in about 5 hours. Oh, so you're coming back from LA so by tomorrow you'll be back in Australia. Yeah, sweet. Good fly, good day. It certainly is a good day to fly. Unfortunately, the Brazilian weather is not really turning it on for us here, but in real life, it's a fantastic day. But I hope you are good, Anderson, and it is a pleasure to have you here. If you've got the sim, mate, you are more than welcome to jump in and fly with us. LA to Brisbane. Oh, you're flying to Brisbane? And then, when you get to Brisbane, Black Evo, do you need to quarantine for 14 days before you're coming back to Melbourne? Or do you then just jump on a flight down to Melbourne? How do they work that, seeing as Victoria's got so many different restrictions compared with Brisbane? Yes, Sean, it certainly is raining. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, and it could just be my eyes playing tricks on me, but it looks like the water is... like the rain is hitting the water below. Like, jumping all around and all that. It's a weird one because someone went sick from Brisbane, stay on jet, but passenger down to Sydney. Then you're locked in the COVID booty camp. Oi, I love the COVID booty camp. Sounds like a bit of an arse of a situation to be in though, Blake. So you're there for 2 days and then you jump on a cargo jet as a passenger. Fair enough. I didn't even know that was a thing, but I guess it would be a thing for the staff of the airline, so fair enough. Sean says that had 139 deaths yesterday. I mean, whilst that's not a fantastic number, Sean, when you consider the fact that there's 30,000 cases a day and where the UK was as a country, you know, this time last year with the outbreak, I feel like 139 deaths is pretty decent result considering. Just trying to find the positives now because it's obvious, been made very obvious over the last few months that COVID is here to stay. And that the vaccinations only reduce the severity of it because it was just allowed to run wild in certain parts of the world. I don't know, I could be wrong. Anderson says it's raining here and the weather has... And Anderson, raining here. Where is here? According to Google Translate, Ukraine? Am I right? Speaking of which, I should see... Oh, there we go. New South Wales is about to do their press conference. Wow, I could not think of the words to say. There we go. New South Wales records 1,035 new COVID cases and 2 deaths. Out the left window we have sunny skies. Yep. And then out the right window we have terrible weather. Tim Bowery, Sid Squad. Hey mate, heard you on Sky Blue Radio and thought I'd say g'day. Tim, welcome to the stream, legend. Thank you so much for jumping in. I'm extremely grateful to Willie Canuck for allowing me to do that interview, so it is an absolute pleasure to have you along. We're having a few issues with quality on the stream this morning. In case that wasn't obvious to you from what you're watching, it's a little bit blurry and I'm not sure what's occurred there, but yeah, no, welcome. If you do have some spare time in the sim, you're more than welcome to jump in and join us on the flight. We're streaming at a bit of an unusual time. for myself, so probably taken a few people by surprise. Usually would have quite a decent crew of people flying along, but that's cool. It is what it is. I fully understand that I'm throwing curveballs left, right and center and people are not aware of it, so thanks, Tim. Appreciate the kind words, mate. As you would have known from the interview, I'm only a few months into this whole thing and just trying to get my head around it and differentiate, and every time I sort of get a stream schedule set up, something occurs in life that means I have to change the stream schedule completely. But that's alright, it is what it is. You're at work, don't tell your boss. I'll try not to. I will try not to tell your boss. No, your secret's safe with me there, Tim. Also, speaking of which, to the 9 legends who've hit that like button, as I said, legends. Oh, look, Tim, to be fair, it's self-inflicted. I was working as a chef, and then when I decided to take a break from that, I was obviously able to do my streams and scheduling whenever I wanted and how I wanted, and basically do it, you know, as much or as little as I wanted. And now I've gone back and started working again. It means I have to change my stream schedule again, but that's alright. That's alright. Dale K, welcome to the stream, mate. Absolutely lovely to have you here. If you need any details about where we are on the map or anything, Dale, if you'd like to jump in. I assume, Tim, that you are an Australian with Sid Squad. Could be wrong. I'm just thinking that might be Sydney, that's all. Yeah, Danger Bird is in the house. In the house, bruh. But I will... Where the hell is my mouse? There it is. Whoops. Spelling not good this morning. So, flight plan there. And... So, that's, good guess. I mean, to be fair, Tim, you didn't exactly make it, difficult for me. One of the easier guesses I've had in life. So anyone who is interested in joining in the flight, we are coming up on SBIL. I will chuck that in the chat. You can join in with us from there, all the way to our destination of Caravelas. And as we are flying, do keep an eye out for Abrolhos birds. I mean, I don't think they're going to be depicted in the sim, but this is Abrolhos territory. So, what's my current schedule as of right this second? You'd like to join in more often? So, I've only been back at work for 2 days, so I don't actually know what my current schedule is. I'll put it like this. It's either going to be around 11 PM GMT plus 10 or around 11 AM GMT plus 10 when these streams start. But that's only going to be for about a week or so until I get my head around the new work schedule. So just think 11 and you won't miss, hopefully won't miss anything. I would have started today's stream at 11, but I've got filming for I got to do some filming for my chef channel before I go to work later today, so trying to compress everything into a very small time period. Anderson X, what server do you have for the flight, mate? West USA. There we go. So, you can... So, I've got, or you... Oh, let me try that whole sentence again, and I'll try it in English this time. We usually have the Streamlabs chatbot running, so you can exclamation mark flight plan server. If you're not sure how to do multiplayer, if you put exclamation mark multiplayer, you can get a link to a video that shows you everything about that. Speaking of which, whilst we're here, anyone who is interested in another bloke who's doing a round the world trip, but he's streaming over on Twitch, Mr. Shoney Gaming. If you do like to follow some flight sim over on Twitch, I highly recommend him. He tried Vegemite last night live on stream, which was interesting for him. And also dropping a link for Oz Flight Simmer, Shane, the legend. If you haven't given Oz Flight Simmer a follow, please do. He is probably one of YouTube's leading flight sim streamers, if not YouTube's leading flight sim streamer. So... what is my simulator nickname to add as a friend? It is... if you pop that into the sim, I should come up, and I accept everyone who adds me as a friend within the sim. Nice to see that the weather is clearing up for us here, which is quite good. Because I was a little bit concerned there when we were back over there with that rain. But no, it's good, it's good. It's nice to have us. Hey, Danger Bird's jumped in. Welcome to the flight, mate. Pleasure to have you on board. No worries, Anderson. I certainly will accept that request, mate. Packing myself full of the caffeine and the guarana and the ginseng, and trying to wake up because I don't think my body's quite used. After almost 8 weeks off of work, my body's not quite used to. I say 8 weeks off of work. It really wasn't 8 weeks because I did a lot of streaming and content creation stuff behind the scenes, but you know what I mean. 8 weeks off of actually being up and about and working for somebody else. The body is not used to it, so I'm a little bit tired this morning. Needing those stimulants to get going. So if I do look like I'm just sitting here aimlessly, just get my attention in chat. Just basically means that my brain's just basically nodded off. So we're going to be crossing over the coast again here now. We've done our deep blue dive. Hopefully the scenery is as wonderful as it should be along the Abrolhos coast here. Coming up on the town of Yeah, I'm gonna need to Google that to see how to pronounce that. That's not very helpful, Google. Right, Google doesn't know how to pronounce that or teach me how to pronounce that. So anyway, how long is this sector? I think it's around 3 hours. I try, except when we're doing specific events or so whether we're doing marathon streams or streams where we're doing cooking on the fly, those are the longer streams. Otherwise, I usually try to keep them around the 3.5 hour mark, usually. I think this one is about a 3 hour stream. It's about 300 nautical miles, just over 300 nautical miles, I think. But yeah, I do try to keep it around that 3 hours usually. And then when we do cooking on the fly, which is where live, I show people how to cook dishes from the specific countries that we are flying over. they're usually around the 4.5-5 hour mark, just to allow for the cooking time, etc. Yeah. And I also find that, you know, anything more than 3 hours is a bit much. Anything less than 3 hours when you're trying to traverse the globe in a single engine GA aircraft is kind of pointless, because it just means there's a lot of there's not much progress being made between sectors. So you've got to try and find that balance. Yes, Sean, I did in the first cooking on the fly sort of do a here's one we made earlier kind of situation. I'm currently working behind the scenes on trying to make it that next time I can do it live. I'm looking currently at trestle tables and gas cooktops, portable oven, all that sort of stuff. So if that gives you an idea, Tim Bowery, that's where we are, that's where we're going, and that's where we came from. So we're almost halfway, which makes sense because we've been streaming for almost 90 minutes. So I think RAIRA, or whatever that is, I think that's about the halfway point of this journey. The first part of it was always going to be a little bit underwhelming because of the water. However, now, as you can see, as we make our way across the land here, the scenery becomes more and more engaging as we go. And then you get to also see the mistakes that Asobo and Microsoft have made. Like here, where the map joins in, they've forgotten to remove some of the cloud. You wonder how the people feel below when they first had contact with the modern world. It must have been hard. What, as in the ones, like the small tribes and communities that live within these rainforest areas? I mean, yeah, I don't doubt that at all, Sean. It must have been very different. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that down in these smaller rainforest parts of Brazil that are between the major cities, that there's probably not a hugely significant population of those tribes and communities anymore. I'd say they're a lot more reserved for the inner parts of Brazil, where the rainforests are much more thicker and more, what's the word I'm looking for here? More secluded. away from modern life. You probably find that there's, you know, people within those areas that have never really experienced modern life. But you're probably right. The ones that are within these smaller areas probably, did struggle with modern life at the start and have probably since also integrated into modern life and or gone deeper into Brazil to continue what they know away from the world, basically. That's the way I look at it and think, and the way that I see the world progressing in these countries where they do have those tribes and communities. However, I could be wrong. They may still exist. They may not have left these areas at all. Yeah. I'm just trying to think about it in a sort of logical sense from their thought process. If I was one of them and I lived in one of these smaller rainforesty areas and the modern world was coming in and around me and I didn't want to be a part of it, I would be going further in. I don't know. Black Eva says there is still an island to this day that is cut off from the modern world and it's forbidden to go there. The tribe that lives there is very hostile. Black Evo, have you got any more information about that? I'd be keen to have a read. Letter says, good morning. How long left to go in the flight? Sorry I was late. Was going to the shops before things go nuts. Exposure site 30 minutes from me. Wes, we're not even quite halfway yet, mate. So plenty of time to jump in. And no need to apologise for being late, mate. My stream times are all over the shot right now, so all good, bro. All good. Tim says, anyway, mate, I've got to run. I hope to fly with you one day, and I'll tune in again soon. Tim, legend, thank you so much for jumping into the stream. Much appreciated. It was a pleasure to have you along. Look after yourself, stay safe and stay well. Make sure you don't do anyone I wouldn't do. And I will hopefully see you soon, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day at work. And I hope some good news comes soon for you folks in Sydney. No worries, Wes. All good. If you, I'll drop the flight plan into the chat, mate, and I'll also bring up the VFR map and give you the ICAO code for the nearest airport. No worries, Tim. All good. Everyone here is a friend and a legend and a mate and all those things in between, so... Yeah, exactly, Sean. SBTC. I have no idea what that was. Just vibing to the music here. Coming up on the Hotel Transamerica? The added frames really helps. You're on a laptop? Yeah, it does. I didn't necessarily find, Dale, that I had added frames as such. I just found that everything was a lot more averaged out, I guess, in the fact that, you know, whereas you used to be able to come to areas like this and yes, you would get 50, 60, 70 frames and it would be very smooth. Once you got to the major cities, you'd get screwed. Whereas now, I don't necessarily get as much frames in these locations as I did previously, but I still get 40 frames if I go to New York or if I go to London or whatever. So, although I need to edit my CFG file for terrain LOD. Black Evo's posted the link. Rightio. Hang on. Where did he post the link? Where did you post the link, Black Evo? Oh, small little community here. So small it's not even labelled by Bing Maps. In chat. As in YouTube chat? Because it hasn't even shown up in the Streamlabs chatbot. Usually if somebody posts a link, it shows up in the Streamlabs chatbot. It obviously doesn't show up in YouTube chat. Because YouTube's got a thing against people posting links for some reason. But yeah, there's no link there. Yeah, do. Just, yeah, pop it in Discord. That's really weird. I can't believe there is an airport here in Brazil called the Hotel Transamerica. I'm tempted to have a bit of a Google about that. What even is that? Huh. I see. Right, so that's a beach resort with its own airport in Brazil. Fair enough. Am I streaming tonight as well, Wes? Depends what time I finish up at work, mate. But possibly. Alright, I'm having a bit of a look at this tribe now, Black Evo. Sentinelese are an uncontacted tribe living on North Sentinel Island, one of the Andaman Islands in the Indian Ocean. They vigorously reject all contact with outsiders. survival, international lobbies, protests, and uses public pressure to ensure their wish to remain uncontacted is respected. If not, the entire tribe could be wiped out by diseases to which they have no immunity. Yeah. Huh. Huh. There you go. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, Black Evo. Thank you for posting that in Discord. If anyone's interested in reading up about that, that sounds really cool. You're streaming at 8 PM my time. I will be at work at that time, Wes, because now I'm working part-time at the local tapas place that I was talking about a couple of weeks ago, that I went down there and got that amazing date night platter with all those bits and pieces, and it was only like $80 or whatever for all of it. Well, now I work there. So there you go. Few aeroplanes have flown low enough over that tribe to come back with spears and arrows in the plane. Oh, Jesus. Whoops. That's, not... I mean, but I understand from the tribe's perspective as well. Like... Oh, thank you very much, Wes. Yeah, no, it was... That's, it's part of the group that my housemate is the executive chef of, and he had a few things change with the premises that they wanted him to be at. So he was no longer... He was no longer in the kitchen at that particular place. He got moved to one of the other places in the town that those people also own and run. And then he's like, shit, I need staff to replace me in the kitchen. So he came to me, he's like, come, you in the kitchen. You need to be here, I need your help. And yeah, it's nice, it's relaxed, it's chilled, but it's also busy. Yeah, a lot better than where I was. Hated split shifts, never had time for self once you chilled. Yeah, exactly right, Sean. So I've got that, and then I'm also helping my sister up at one of those like milk bar / takeaway shops that does, you know, hot food and toasties and all that. In the mornings, a couple of times a week as well, so getting my 30 hours or so that I want, which still means that I can stream and make content and do cooking videos, and yeah. Do I deliver 800 kilometers? If you send a helicopter, I will deliver it to you. Alright, I feel like some strawberries, so I shall return with some strawberries. It would be a very expensive Uber chopper, and it would certainly need to have a couple of stops along the way. Whereas you're just going to have to convince me, mate, to come to South Australia and open my own Tapas burger place. So the place where I work is Tapas, rooftop bar, and nightclub all in one. Now, obviously, the rooftop bar and the nightclub are not currently operating because of lockdown, and there's no actual customers in the premises. It's only takeaway and delivery. But lovely little river winding its way through the Brazilian countryside here. It's very, quite nice actually. These strawberries are not sweet. Quite sour. This may not have been the best decision. I saw strawberries for cheap. I should have realised that it's still August. I mean, they're not. I'm not saying they're not tasty. They're just not necessarily what I want when it comes to a strawberry. Hey, Samuel Magro is flying along with us as well, mate. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you along. And I'm pretty sure I saw Wes as well somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's in the DC6. What a legend. Probably the ones you bring back from California. No, they're from Bundaberg. They're probably just really, really early in the season, and that's why. G'day, Samuel. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you enjoy flying the DC6 there, Wes. That strawberry's a little bit better. They're also getting a bit soft, so I can basically just suck at them, which I'm sure looks fantastic for all of you who are watching me on the stream, making love to strawberries. All I need to do now is just do a bit of tongue, you know. That one was a better strawberry, I must say. The scenery is starting to change again away from that rainforest, which is, again, it's just a, you know, credit to Brazil's terrain. Somebody should clip me making love to these strawberries. Okay, that's juicy as that one. Still not sweet, but incredibly juicy to the point where I actually had to like lean forward. Yeah, exactly. The strawberries suck up. They're so soft and they're so juicy that you basically have to suck on them to to start with. It's just a shame that they're not as sweet as what you would expect, because usually if you get strawberries that are soft enough that you have to suck the juice out of them, they are incredibly sweet. So what it does though is if we're already getting strawberries that are that juicy and that soft in August, gives me hope for summer. Alright, let's get the Mr. Danger Bird in his fiery Baron 58. Whoops. Oh God. Sure. Now we have Sean Dale in his Piper PA28 Arrow that's I still don't have, unfortunately. Although your engine doesn't appear to be moving, according to me here, Sean. So you may want to look at that in case you fall out of the sky. Yeah, I forgot about that. Why is that moving so slowly now? Yeah, Wes is basically flying aerobatics in the DC-6. I'm going to try and get out to Kangaroo and Samuel back here. Microsoft Flight Simulator decided to put your community folder in your fly-by-wire. Yeah, that's useful. I would have thought the fly-by-wire was meant to go in the community folder, but no, Microsoft Flight Simulator's like, nope. Do it the other way around. Pretty sure a motorcycle just drove past my place. People probably out on a Saturday enjoying their motorcycles. Not much else they can do when we're in lockdown.
Could've had everything, but you had to go and mess it up.
Kangaroo and his TBM. Kangaroo, are you actually flying a TBM? Like, I'm pretty sure you are. I'm pretty sure I've asked you this before, but yeah, that's weird, Wes. But at least you've managed to figure out what the issue was. Hey, Brett Plays! Welcome to the stream, mate. How's your man cave thing going? Samuel's just completely disappeared. Okay, where did Samuel go? Right, now he's in front of me. That doesn't make much sense. Is this last night's stream delayed? You could say that, Brett. You could say that. I couldn't get my flight sim to open last night. For some unbeknownst reason. Tried everything, refused to open. Got up this morning, turned the computer on, opened it up, bang. Works not a problem. So, who knows what happened there. What's the scheme you've got on that DA62? That's very cool. A broken washing machine. Yeah, you don't want that, Brett. See how long it takes to catch back up to my aircraft. How's the TBM and DA62 flying slower than me? Either they're making the decision to fly slower than me, or I don't know, Black Evo. It's a very interesting question that you pose. We'll do a nice fly past here of Porto Seguro. What's the price difference and what's the time penalty, Brett? Those are, whenever I have an appliance die, those are the questions I asked. A, how much is the piece of equipment going to cost? B, how much of my time or a tradie's time is it going to take up? And if it's a tradie, I also consider the cost of them. If the cost of the part is any more usually than about 40% of the cost of the item, I usually just buy a new machine. There we go. Okay, my aircraft is having a fit. Just making sure the autopilot is still on. It is. Fantastic. Cool. We good, we good, we good. Already a month in doing the work yourself, the machine is about $800, $900. Okay, if you're doing all the work yourself, I guess you can justify that. Ah, Sean is making a touch and go at Porto Seguro. Terra Vista Airport, hey? Oh, I didn't read that message. I do apologize. He's calling Mayday. He's falling asleep, so he's going to push to the next airport, and he's gonna. Yep. Oh no, all good, Sean. I missed that valid piece of information that would have. All good, mate. All good. I hope you did enjoy your flight. Sean, mate, look after yourself, stay safe, etc. And we will catch you in the next stream, no doubt, good sir. Thank you for joining us. And Brett, I will see you when you come back later, mate. Have fun with your washing machine. No, thank you for a great couple of hours, Sean. What a surprise, I've just yawned like 3 times in a row. I can't imagine right now, Wes, how slow you're having to fly that DC-6 to keep up with myself here in a DA40. Good old Tesla message bank. Sorry, Wes, I haven't heard of Tesla before. Loving the DC-6. I'm just amazed that you're managing to fly it as slow as we're going, that's all. She's a big plane. with 4 radials. Circles. DC6 loves to fly slow. Really? Oh, well, okay. That just goes to show what I know about DC6s then. I really should buy the DC6 and have a bit of a play with it. Its cruise speed is 220 to 230, but it lands at 90 to 100. Really, that seems incredibly slow for a 4-engine radial plane at that size. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. You heard the sorry, the person you're trying to call is unavailable thing. Thought it was me and then realized it was... Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The number you have dialed is disconnected. There we go. There's a sand airport there behind us. Nice little bush strip if anyone's interested in doing a touch and go off of that. That would be quite cool, I reckon. The number you have dialed is not connected. Please check the number and try again. The number you have called is not connected. Please check the number and try again. Is that what you were referring to, Wes? Welcome back, Brett. Welcome back. Pleasure to have you back, sir. It's a shame you can't test an aircraft demo for a month like in DCS. Hey, yeah, that actually would be really, really useful, wouldn't it? Especially for the more expensive DLC aircraft. To have the opportunity to test it would be, yeah, that would be quite useful. Wes has got the TV on waiting to see what the government does. Oh God. There's a sentence you never want to read. 4 exposure sites, both in towns that have a lot of people travelling through. Yeah. Not brilliant information. You're out with the missus, she's going to the shops while you sit in the car waiting. Well, I mean, excuses to watch the stream, right? you know? Can we go to the toy store? If you're going to the toy store, can I get snacks? Dad? If you're gonna get Wes toys, I want snacks. The big question here, Wes, is when they do the genomic linking, is it going to be linked back to New South Wales? And then the question is, how long before one of the other premiers in this country stabs Gladys Berejiklian in the face? Because I swear Jacinda Ardern over in New Zealand is this close to literally flying over just to pull Gladys's eyes out. It is dangerous going to a toy store. We're both into collecting toys. And I don't know about you, but I feel like we're into collecting snacks as well. I know I certainly have a passion for collecting snacks. 2 truckies from New South Wales to WA. Damn. And of course, those blokes are going to get absolutely brutalised by the media. Especially over in WA. Even though realistically all they were doing is just their jobs. Unless they travelled knowing that they were already already had COVID, in which case, well, that's a bit shitty on their behalf. But, yeah. It becomes expensive. I guess it comes down to what sort of toys you're collecting, Brett. I was going to say adult toys, but that doesn't sound appropriate. Even though when I think of adult toys, I think of cars and all those things that you can only afford when you're an adult. But adult toys usually means something else. Yeah, very true, Brett. Golf carts, exactly. Yep, golf carts are adult toys. Oh, Lego. Yeah. That's cool, man. There's, I'm almost tempted. There's, my Bunnings has the Lego Bunnings. You can build your own Bunnings warehouse out of Lego. And it's only like $30. And I keep looking at it going, that would be cool, but I don't need it. You know, it's $30 that can be better invested into other things. However, now that I'm working again as well as streaming, maybe it's worth investing. You got those? Yeah. I just feel like it would be a cool thing to build and put somewhere here in my setup. Because I mean, I know you guys can't see it, but you can probably see just next to the ladder over there the outline of what looks like a black cabinet. That black cabinet is full to the brim of gin, like gin bottles that I've already consumed and all that awesome looking things. Woolies has like a Lego Woolies. That would be cool. That would be cool. Oh, so Wes, at least the truckies have done the right thing. They've worn the masks. They've not interacted with the public unless they literally have to. So that's cool. That's good. I'm glad they've tried to do the best things on their behalf. So, I mean, if anybody tries to hold them accountable for their actions, I mean, that would be a bit of a bullshit situation. Hey, Icarus is boomeranging around us. Icarus, welcome to the stream, mate. Pleasure to have you here with us, as usual. A Cat D11. What even is a Cat D11? Now I've got to look this up. Ah! That is cool. That's very cool. Just, oh, that's not cheap though, is it? Moving to the next shop. No worries, Brett. Catch up with you again when you finish driving. Safe drive, mate. Yeah, I wondered what language you were speaking there, Black Evo. Good day, Chris. Why do I feel... Why is my aircraft only at 1,600 feet? That's weird. Because that was set at 3,500 and it's... Yeah. That's very weird. I at no point did I ever drop that during the stream. So my plane's just been on a slow descent without my knowledge. Anyway. Good afternoon, Boba Von Braun, mate. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you along. I hope you are doing well. I hope the weekend has been kind to you so far and hope that you've got some good plans lined up. Black Evo's trying to do multiple things at once. Wow. I mean, I was going to say, but you're a man, that's not possible, but then I remembered you're a pilot, so... You've been trained to multitask. Yeah, 22,000 feet, Wes. Pilot doing multiple things at once. Well, I mean, you've got to be able to eat your dinner and fly the plane. I'm certainly looking forward to the streams later this week, or whenever they will be, when we go to Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. If you haven't got the Bell 47 or the Airbus H135 or the Edgeley Optica or any of those slow scenic aircraft, make sure you do pick yourself up one of those, because Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, we are going to be doing scenic trips of those cities, because they are photogrammetric cities within the sim. And possibly even Belo Horizonte, where we're going on the next stream. I need to just check the scenery there, but if it is as good as what is being said, we might need the helicopters for that as well. Oh yeah, we've got a Toyota Prado off to the right there. I'd be very interested to know what this part of the land below us here is. Like, is it a small town that's like got sandy dirt roads, or... True. Oh, bloody hell, Drew. How you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you along. As usual, just drop it in with the sentence that you would never see from anyone but Drew. Hey fella, bought an Edgeley Optica as a home for my goldfish. They love it. Nicely said. But yeah, as I said, Drew, welcome to the stream, mate. Oh, for God's sake. Only Drew would do something like that. Your DA62, Samuel, looks like folded Damascus steel. That's what the scheme that is on it looks like. Folded Damascus steel. So, oh, we are not far actually from our destination. Closer than I expected us to be. Not that I'm complaining. I want to make that very clear. Might have a look-see. So we are 16 nautical miles with a 14 knot crosswind though, so that's going to be interesting. You have a few Damascus knives. Best one is 512 layers. Oh my god, my best one's only like 128 layers. You've got better knives than a chef, Blake. What's the go with that? Yeah, they may not have named it, Sam. It just, in the light, I was just like, oh wow, that looks like my knife. Why is somebody flying my knife? It's not even a chef knife? What sort of 512 layer Damascus knife is not a chef knife? What time do I finish work? Probably 10:30 p.m, maybe slightly later. The last deliveries and orders, the latest we take them is 9 p.m. So it literally just comes down to, at 9 p.m, how many orders do we have? How many are pickup? Are there any deliveries? If they are deliveries, where are they to? Because we deliver to a few of the surrounding suburbs. So like last night I got home at 10:30. So sometime, I'll be getting home sometime between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. Because once I finish this stream, Wes, I'm going to go film a cooking thing, and then I have to edit some video, and then I'm going to go to work, and then I'm going to come home, and it just comes down to whether or not I'm in a position where I want to be able to stream, or I can stream, or, you know. If I can, I will absolutely stream this evening as well, but oh no, Wes, if you're streaming, mate, you do your stream when you want to do your stream, and if I come home and you're streaming, I will watch, and if I come home and you're not streaming and I'm in the mood to stream, I will stream something. But don't be surprised if if I just stream tomorrow at the same time today. But please, yeah, don't mess with your stream time, Wes, to accommodate me. I mean, you know, like I stream at all sorts of times of the day to accommodate myself, with the knowledge fully that sometimes I'm going to have 5 people watching, sometimes I'm going to have 15 people watching, and when I do stream at my usual time of like 11 p.m. my time, I can have as much as 25 plus people watching. It's just, it is what it is. So yeah, don't feel as if you need to work your streams around my timing, Wes. You want to find your niche in the market and your stream time and all that, so you do you, mate. So I've now completely lost track of the chat, so let's go back to where we were. It's a handmade Bowie style one from Alaska, elk and moose ivory handle. Ah, so it's a Bowie knife. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Aussies, again, are the ultimate appraisers of what is... That's not a knife. This is a knife. Yeah, exactly right, Bubba. It's a question I need to ask myself when I get home. Am I still conscious? That is exactly right. I must admit, Wes, when I was watching your AFL stream... Oh, I think I'm about to overfly the airport here. I should probably, I don't know, focus. Yep, that's the airport down there. Right? Okay. But no, Wes, what I was going to say is when I was watching your AFL stream last night on Discord, I may have been secretly barracking for the AI team that was making quite a decent comeback. Times like this that I need to have my track IR, but because of the light coming through those windows behind me, track IR doesn't work properly because of the light interference. So I need to get like some blinds or something for those windows. Rightio, Black Evo, I'll have a look, mate. I'll have a look. Sounds good. I have been taking lessons from Captain Wrongway, yes. It actually hasn't worked out too badly though, Bubba, because technically I need to be landing from the other side of the runway anyway to have a headwind, so... You want me to have a look whilst landing, or you put the photos up whilst landing? Because the first part sounds like a challenge that's just going to result in me crashing and burning. But I feel like you putting photos up whilst landing isn't a challenge because, well, you're a pilot. Yeah, I have considered, Black Evo, having or grabbing myself a second camera because I've got so many screens and stuff with so many pieces of information. It looks like I'm scanning speaking of which, I should be keeping an eye on where I'm flying here, because I've... You are Abrolhos, no worries, Anderson. Oh, I see what you mean, Black Evo. Yeah. Actually, now that you mention that, why is my webcam up there? It's usually down in the bottom left. Yeah, I need to alter that. That's a good, that is a good point, Black Evo. But I am also thinking about getting a second camera to provide a different viewpoint and have two small camera things on the screen instead of what it is currently, which is one massive one. Yeah, I really need to move that. I reckon I know why this airport may have not been showing up on Navigraph for you, because the runway I'm landing on is out of action. It is not actually a runway. full of crosses. But oh well. Landing on there now. Looks like the other runway is still an active runway though, so that's okay. I'll make sure that I use that runway when we leave here. Yep, no, I'll have that sorted out for the next stream, Black Evo. You make a very, very good point though. Because of course you guys can't see the runway when I do a circuit to come in. Brakes. There we go. Alright, parking brake is on. Now, Kangaroo is still up and about. Leaded Rapier is making a very sharp descent in the DC6 to this very short runway. Good luck stopping the DC6 there, Wes. Yeah, no, it's... oh, beautifully done, Wes. You've crashed the DC6 there, mate. Spectacular. Alright, let's get this drone out and put the... okay, where the hell is the drone? Right, the drone's... oh, the drone's just off of the airport. Okay, so... runway 36 and 18 is active. It's just the runway that I was trying to land on is not a runway. But that's cool. This is going to be an interesting landing for Kangaroo. It's got like a 14 knot tailwind. Nicely done. Got her down. Kept her under control. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, you can... Wes, use the DC6 inner stream and just make it very obvious that you're not expecting miracles. People are not going to... well, actually, normal people anyway are not going to actually roast you. Like, when I say roast you, I mean be an ass just because you can't fly a plane 100%... you know, turn it into a fun, laughing stream. Amateur tries to fly DC6, you know? Yeah, no, I know you were just giving Wes, crap. I'm not saying that at all, Black. I mean, because there is a certain percentage of people out there in the world who will see that Wes can't fly the, DC6 and there'll be a bunch of pricks about it. You know, but I'm saying most normal people will just roast you lightly You know, like what you're doing. It's the whole point of swimming. I don't recommend swimming when simming. But anyway, legends, that brings us here to our destination here, Caravelas, here on the Abrolhos coast. Unfortunately, the simulator doesn't depict the Abrolhos birds. I wish it did. There doesn't appear to be a scenery online to change that either, unfortunately. But legends, thank you so much for coming along on this stream. Whether you flew, whether you sat in the chat, you're all awesome. So thank you so much for being here. I may or may not stream in another 10, 12 hours or so. I'm not 100% sure yet. I can guarantee that there will be a stream tomorrow. If there is a stream tomorrow, it'll be at a similar time to what it was today. So I just figured I'd give you all a heads up about that. But to everyone, wherever you are in the world, do enjoy the rest of your Saturday, Friday, whatever it is. And I hope you do have a good weekend coming up for you as well. Wes, look after yourself with the exposure sites, mate. To the rest of you, stay safe, stay well, don't do anyone I wouldn't do, and I will see you all either later this evening or tomorrow. Until then, legends, cheers.